Right, we're going to continue our lessons today on so, ka, toa by applying them to real life situations. And so if you don't know what so, ka, toa stands for, go back and watch the videos from 9-5. A lot of information here, but not really a lot you would need to take notes on. Indirect measurement is measuring things you cannot hold like a ruler up to or a tape measure up to. So you have to come up with some other way to measure it. And really the big thing is you need to understand that if you are looking up, they're going to call that an angle of elevation. And if you're looking down, they're going to call it an angle of depression. And so if you look at this example here, this young lady, her normal line of sight, she would not normally be staring up at the sky. Her normal line of sight would be just to look out at the beautiful views around her straight ahead. But her friend called down, and so she is looking up at her friend. And so we go from normal to looking up. If we switch that scenario, her friend up here, her normal, she's up there on the balcony. She's going to look out. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful distance view. Look at all I can see from up here. But then she spots her friend, and she looks down at her friend. And so that's an angle of depression because she changes from normal point of view to looking down. And so you need to know the angle of elevation. When they say that, that's looking up. An angle of depression is looking down. Right? And so now you have the situation. And they won't always give you the picture, so you got to figure out how to draw the picture. And so, if I was drawing the picture for myself, I would have Rakeem. This flying his drone, so I know the drone's up in the air. And he's looking up at his drone. But Rakeem would normally be looking straight ahead. All right? And so you have to be able to figure out how to draw that triangle for yourself. Right? Now let's talk about the information they give us in this picture. Right? It says that he spots it at 30 degrees. Well, they already put that here for us. They said the drone tells him it's 102 feet in the air. They already put that there for us. But then it says Rakeem is 6 feet tall, and we're just going to assume when they say 6 feet tall, they mean from the ground to his eyeballs. And so we're going to put a little 6 right here from, for that distance, which means also it's 6 feet right here, right? Which means, and most importantly means, this is 96 feet right there. How do I come up with that 96? 102, the whole thing up high, minus 6, the height that's already included up to his eyeballs. Now, it says, how far is he from the drone to the nearest foot? And I don't really love the way that particular question is worded. Right? How far is he away from the drone? And so if you're talking, here, that's exactly how far away he is from the drone. Or here, the distance. And so most of the time I'll tell you they will be careful because I don't love the way this one's worded, and they will word them better most of the time in the homework. This is called horizontal distance. And so when they say something like distance exact to how far away he is, they're talking about up here. So now I have my triangle set up. I have to go back and look at this triangle and figure out from SOHCAHTOA which one is the hypotenuse, which one is the adjacent, which one's the opposite. And so this is the hypotenuse up here, always across from 90. 96 is all the way. This is Rakeem here, all the way over here. As the angle opens up, this is the side opposite of the angle. And so this side here is my opposite. And so OH means I'm using so. And so now I go to work. Sine of 30 equals opposite over hypotenuse. Right? I end up getting x equals 96 divided by sine of 30. And then I have to go to my calculator. I do 96 divided by sine of 30. And this is a good time to test your calculator. Is your calculator in the right setting. If you get 192, then your calculator is in the right setting. If your calculator is not in the right setting, you should switch it into degree mode from radian mode. All right. Now, we want to know here, the question is, as Rajesh looks up at the chimpanzee, it says he's 30 feet away. He's looking up at a 15-degree angle with his binoculars. How tall is the platform? And so, first thing I want to do is put my X right here. Now, again, I need to account for this distance right here. How tall Rajesh is. And it says that his eyeballs are 5 feet. So I want to add 5 feet onto my answer for the platform. Again, I need to label the sides. This is hopefully the easiest side. It's opposite of the right angle. The right angle points at the H. This is Rajesh, so all the way where the angle opens up, the side over here is all the way opposite. And that makes this the adjacent. And there is no numbers or letters here at H. So we're going to get rid of the H, and we're only going to use O and A. So Toa. Which one am I using? Ka, or Toa? Hopefully you got that it's Toa. And so let's set up the problem. Tangent 15 equals opposite over adjacent. And now I cross multiply, I get X equals. Let me fix that. Type that into your calculator for me while I fix it. X equals what? What is 30 times tangent 15? And it says round to the nearest foot. So if you said 8.038, you got it right. But we're going to round that down to 8. Now, again, this is 8, but we can't forget this is 5. So the platform itself is 8 plus 5, or 13 feet high. We have, Cottonwood, Idaho's dog park, blah, 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 right? Pedro is looking out the window. So Pedro, I want to redraw this triangle because I don't love their triangle here. So I got to draw Pedro right there. Right? Pedro looks out his window. He's normally, he's out there. He's up high in the air. He's 30 feet high in the air in this fancy Beagle hotel. All right? He's looking out. He sees beautifulness all around him. But since he's in a dog hotel, he decides, why not? How funny is it that there's a fire hydrant right here? Right? And so I'll put it up here for the fire hydrant. He looks down at. Right? And so that is the right triangle I want to use. He looked down at a 40-degree angle, so let's put the 40 in there. Now it says that this is 30 feet high over here. This is 30 feet high, which means it's 30 feet high on this side as well. We want to know how far Pedro is, or the hotel is, from the fire hydrant. So this is my X. But that X is the same as I put it up here. And so I like using this triangle I drew better. If you use the one they gave you, I would highly recommend it because you want the 40. You want the 40 to be inside your triangle. So actually to use that triangle there. Right? And if it's 30 on this side, it's 30 on the other side. If it's X on the bottom, it's X on the top. It's the advantage of using right triangles is rectangles, and rectangles are parallelograms and opposite sides are congruent. Right? And so I have to figure out Toa. Which one is it? Well, this side here is my H. All the way opposite then is the opposite, and then right next to it is the adjacent. Again, not using the H because there's nothing there. I'm using the O and the A, and so just like we just did, this is tangent of 40 equals 30 over x. If I cross multiplied, I'd have to divide, and so I end up getting 30 divided by tangent 40. And then I encourage you to do that in your calculator right now. Right? And round it up, because it says round to the nearest foot. So do it in your calculator right now, and then round your answer up. What do you get? Hopefully you got 36 feet. Again, it's like 35.75, and so that rounds up to 36. And I believe that is all of the notes. And so I hope you learned something, and I tried to go a little bit quick so that way you could go back and hear it again. Good luck to you.